Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's U.S. End-of-Day Recap for Monday, July 6, 2026. Today we will cover the latest developments in indexes, sectors, technology, crypto, currencies, and commodities. Kicking things off, I'm Max Profit. The major indexes showed some gains today. The S&P 500 index closed at 7,538.34, rising 55.10 points with a strong positive trend. Meanwhile, the Dow 30 index surpassed a new all-time high, closing at 53,055.91, gaining 155.84 points. The Nasdaq Composite Index witnessed a significant increase, closing at 26,121.16, up by 288.49 points driven by a strong trend. Additionally, both the S&P 400 Midcap Index and the Russell 2000 Index had modest gains and are trending positively. Despite gains in major indexes, market breadth varied. The S&P 500 Index showed more declines than advances today. The Dow 30 Index also had more decliners. Conversely, the Nasdaq Composite Index saw more advances, with 1,316 stocks moving up. Both the S&P 400 Midcap Index and the Russell 2000 Index reflected positive breadth with more advances. Turning to daily returns, the S&P 500 Index showed a weekly return of 0.73%. The Dow 30 Index reported a 0.3% return this week. The Nasdaq Composite Index was impressive with a 1.1% gain. The S&P 400 Midcap Index showed smaller advances, and the Russell 2000 Index achieved a steady 0.44% return. Sector performance was led by communication services, with a 1.6% increase, showing a mixed positive trend. The technology sector was up 1.3%, maintaining an upward trajectory. The consumer cyclical sector rose by 0.96%, with a very strong trend observed. Meanwhile, the industrial sector hit a new all-time high, while financial services continues a strong positive trend with a slight uptick. On the flip side, the healthcare sector experienced a decline of 1.1%, despite a strong positive trend. Utilities also dropped by 1%, continuing its strong trend. The real estate sector saw a 0.94% decrease with a slight breakout. Consumer defensive and the energy sector trailed, both decreasing marginally. Globally, the South Korea iShares ETF jumped an impressive 5.3%, while Indonesia had a gain of 3.1%. A positive trend was sustained in Taiwan with a rise of 2.2%. The same increase was seen in Japan and Philippines, suggesting an upward breakout. Looking at returns, South Korea's iShares ETF saw a noteworthy weekly return of 5.39%. Indonesia posted a 3.1% weekly return, but suffered this year. Taiwan, Japan, and the Philippines all logged solid returns, with Japan's breakout highly notable. The technology stocks showed varied performance today. Apple closed at 312.66, rising by 4.3, marking a strong positive trend with 4 consecutive gains. Alphabet climbed 2.4% to end at 364.90, also displaying a strong upward trend. Meanwhile, Amazon saw a slightly mixed positive trend, adding 1.49 to close at 244.16. Meta Platforms gained 17.39, ending at 600.29 despite a mixed negative trend. Nvidia exhibited slight movement, being relatively flat for 3 days, closing at 195.55.
Checking out crypto, I'm Timothy Satoshi. Bitcoin is currently at 63,796.45, up 216.1, marking 6 days of gains despite a mixed negative trend. Ethereum follows, gaining 9.10 to 1,793.30, similarly rising in a mixed negative trend. BNB is the outlier, dipping 4.16 to 585.41 with a mixed negative trend. Solana shows a positive mixed trend, inching up 0.51, while Dogecoin dropped 0.0009, continuing its very strong negative trend. Now, focusing on returns, Bitcoin holds a marginal week-to-date total return of 0.34% with a negative yearly return. Ethereum maintains a similar storyline. BNB experiences a minus 0.71% week-to-date decline, contrasting with monthly gains. Solana and Dogecoin present notable monthly gains, though both reflect year-to-date losses, with Dogecoin showing a substantial negative trend.
For a look at foreign exchange, I'm Victoria Cashmore. The US dollar is experiencing mixed trends against major world currencies. Against the euro, it has moved down, currently at 0.8737, with a decrease of 0.0008. Meanwhile, against the British pound, the greenback weakened to 0.7467, slipping by 0.0027. In contrast, against the Japanese yen, the dollar rose to 162.0780, climbing by 0.273. It also saw a moderate rise against the Swiss franc, reaching 0.8053. However, against the Australian dollar, it declined to 1.4371 with a drop of 0.0064.
I'm Max Profit, along with our AI hosts, Timothy Satoshi and Victoria Cashmore. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated, and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check in weekdays after 4 p.m. New York time for daily market reports with in-depth stock, index, sector, crypto, currency, and commodity coverage. Thanks for watching.